can I just say one thing firstly? I love the name Eat Sleep Boxing Repeat.
Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. Delighted as always to be joined by Thomas Cathy. If you enjoyed this video and you are not subscribed to this channel, please do so already. Give us a like and give us a comment on what you think of the video and our opinions. Please give your own as well. We're reacting to kind of the strong rumours that a unified World Championship fight is in the making between WBC champion Carlos Adames and WBO and IBF champion Janibek Alimkhanuky. Two best middleweights in the world, both undefeated. So it could be one of the best fights we're going to see over the next few months. Thomas, give us kind of your reaction to it sounding like this fight's a big possibility and could be happening next for both fighters.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a good way for the middleweight division to get some interest going again. To get these unification fights made and happening because it's been kind of, I don't know, uh, not very entertaining in the past few years the way the division has been going. So I think they make fights like this. It'll be great for the sport and the middleweight division, and I'm looking forward to seeing the matchup. I think it's a great one.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, as I mentioned, both undefeated, both world champions, same sort of age as well, so possibly both in their prime as well. And yeah, I think Janibek in particular, who is seen as the best middleweight right now, this is the sort of fight we've been dying for him to see for a while now. We all know how good he can be. I think he's been a bit hot and cold, if you ask me, but I just think when you look at his last three or four opponents, they don't reach out as kind of top competitors. And at the same time, we're in an era now where a classic, iconic weight division in the middleweight division doesn't have doesn't have the greatest of fighters in. If you kind of look at the top 10 the top 10 middleweights in the world right now, there's some good fighters there, but I'm not sure there's anybody kind of who's elite outside of these two world champions. So we'll see what happens. Is there someone you favour at all here, Thomas? Janibek, I imagine, would be the favourite, but Carlos Adames, a lot of people thought he beat Hamza Shiraz, who's just destroyed Edgar Berlanga. He's also remained undefeated as well, the more experienced fighter in terms of the amount of fights he's had. Is there someone you would lean towards at this moment in time?
Yeah, I would definitely lean towards Janibek more. I just think that just better in terms of skills and I think has a bit more experience on the championship stage. So I would definitely roll with Janibek to win that fight if I had to pick a winner.
Yeah, yeah, fantastic. Do I agree with you? I think it's really tough. I think it's really tough. I just think neither fighter has done much wrong, have they? We'll probably lean towards Janibek, but I've always thought Janibek can be a bit hot and cold. So I would worry about that a little bit. I just feel like you never know what sort of version of him you're going to get. So we'll see. Now kind of getting to the interesting part of the video, one thing I really want to quiz you on, Thomas. It's just a week ago now that we saw Terence Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez quite comfortably, some people might say. He's mentioned in his post-fight interviews that a move down to 160 is likely. He's not going to stay at 168. I think moving back down to 154 could maybe be quite difficult in regards to what that does to your body. But what are your thoughts on the winner of this fight facing Terence Crawford? Is that one of the best fights, most entertaining fights on offer, in your opinion, for Terence Crawford next?
Yeah, I think it'll be if Terence Crawford is going to keep fighting, I think perhaps that's the next logical step is to try to conquer the middleweight division or at least win one world title there. So yeah, I think perhaps he should go after one of the title holders at middleweight, and perhaps it should be the winner of Adames and Janibek. Um, that would be a great fight. I think many of the much of the boxing public, or if not all the boxing public, would be really happy to see Terrence Crawford against either one of those guys.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's an opportunity to pick up three of the four belts as well in one go. Um, and I think Terence Crawford, now I just don't think he's got time for an introduction to the division. I think he should go straight after it. Do you think that's do you, ha- do you think that's most dangerous for Crawford? Because what would you say is more dangerous, Thomas? Moving to 116, facing the winner of this fight, or going down to 154 and then facing one of the world champions there? Obviously, there's Murtazaliev, Sebastian Vandora, Jaron Ennis as well is a fight we've spoken about in the past. He could be world champion at 154 in the next few months. What's the most dangerous fight? Because I'm asking this because Terence Crawford has remained undefeated. He's been undefeated for a long time. He gets to the point now where people are asking kind of, will he ever be beaten? Can he ever be beaten? What's the most dangerous fight for him?
Yeah, I think it probably would be one of the title holders in the middleweight division, just because of the weight, really.
Yeah,
I think with Canelo, like he matched up a bit more favorably with him just because he's like the same height, uh, or if correct me if I'm wrong, if not like an inch or two taller. But yeah, I think he matched up a bit favorably with Canelo than he would probably even with some of the middleweights. Like Janibek is a huge middleweight.
yeah.
He's honestly more of a super middleweight.
Mm.
So like um that would be a rough matchup for Crawford in my opinion, and I think probably the most dangerous one for him. I but if he goes down to 154, that's pretty dangerous as well, just because, like you mentioned, stripping back down to 154 again would probably have some, especially at his age, would probably have some kind of detriment to his performance against one of those guys at that weight class. So, yeah, I think the most risky thing for him to do would be to uh, compete in the middleweight division because I don't think he's going to go back down to 154. I don't think that's in the question at all. So,
Okay. I think that's fair. I think the fact that he came in at 168 as well, came up to that limit at super middleweight. It's tough on your body to kind of to drop 14 pounds like that. It won't be easy. I think middleweight, yeah, it's just more than it's the natural step at this stage, I would say. But we'll see. We'll see. Look, going back to this fight, it's the reason why we're making this video is because Janibek has been posting on X, formerly known as Twitter, a fair amount about this fight, about yeah, just about this fight, about to be announced. So we're not sure about a date. We're not sure about a location yet. Maybe we'll do a video when hopefully it does get officially announced. But yeah, this it's a fight that the middleweight division has needed for a while. It's been a division that's been struggling a bit the last couple of years. So we will see what happens. Thomas, good to be joined by you as always. Thank you for your time. I'll speak to you again very soon.
likewise, thank you.